Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Shoppable Live with the Outset. My name is Christy Dash, and I lead beauty partnerships at Instagram. And I am so excited to be talking to two very lovely ladies today who have recently launched their brand new skincare brand called the Outset. I have all the products in front of me. We're gonna get into those later. But you've probably heard of at least one of the founders of this brand. Her name's Scarlett Johansson. Probably have heard of her. But we're really excited. Scarlett actually doesn't have an Instagram, so it's so cool that we're gonna get to talk to her through the brand account. And her co-founder, Kate Foster, who I'm so excited to get to know more during this live. We're just so honored to be speaking with them today, and I'm gonna invite them right now. Bear with me. The Outset. Let's see. Invite. So while we're waiting for them to join, as a reminder, if you guys haven't seen shopping on Instagram Live before, you'll notice down here there's a shoppable sort of tag. I'm going to go ahead and pin our product right now so you can just see really clearly how to do it during this live. But it's so crazy easy to actually shop the products that we're talking about today. You literally just click on the shopping tag, and it's like 3 taps and you've checked out right on the app. So reminder. Let's see, where are our lovely ladies? Thanks everyone for your patience. Where's everyone watching from? Where are you guys? All over the world? Are you in the US? I'm in New York. Oh no, it's saying that Outnet is unable to join. Just give me a moment. Don't we just love technical issues? I feel like we need waiting music, like do 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 do. Maybe I can bring, like, is anyone a singer who can just sing while we're waiting for them? Outset ladies, if you can also maybe try requesting. I'm inviting you, but also I'll look through the requests as well. Do 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 do. You guys don't want to hear me sing. Thanks, Eva Chen, for being part of the K-Dash fan club. Let's see. Team. Everyone, okay, here, let's see. Oh, I think this might work. I just saw a request come in from the Outset. Guys, bear with me. I just accepted them. Oh, yay! Yay! Did you guys like my singing? I was like, do, 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 do.
Oh, barely.
We can barely hear you. We had this problem last time.
No, we can hear you though. We're gonna just
During the
okay.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Okay, you can hear. While we were waiting and having technical difficulties, I was singing like the Jeopardy song awkwardly, like trying to find ways to entertain. And everyone's like, where is Scarlett? But you guys can hear me okay? Can you?
Yes,
hear me?
yes, we can.
Okay, all right, amazing.
That's all.
You guys, thank you so much for joining this. It's such an honor and pleasure to meet you both. I have to say before diving in, we've been working, so at Instagram, I handle beauty partnerships, and we've been working with your team on this launch for the last few weeks, like up until the moment you actually went live. And I love your whole team. They're so amazing. And I've been playing with the products and my skin's been great. So I'm like, that's truly, I'm not just saying that, like I've literally been using it. You can tell, like I've dipped into it quite a bit. And it's been really fun to play around with everything. So congratulations on this launch.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us to be here and trying the products and partnering with the team. We're just thrilled.
Yeah,
Thank
we're very
you.
excited. This is my second Instagram Live. The first one was fraught with technical issues, but it was an interesting experience because I see there's a whole scroll of things. There's little hearts that come up the side. And the whole time that I was talking, I was like, what is this?
Doing here. This is my first
It is
one,
fun.
so, yeah,
It is fun. There's a lot of things, though. I know it can get distracting. Like all those hearts are basically everyone just saying they love you. Love, love, love. Lots of hearts. Comments. I can shout out comments, so don't worry about reading through them. If there's anything interesting, people are basically just screaming Scarlett in all caps right now. So that's what's happening.
That's what we do
there.
too. So she'll feel right at home.
I make them.
But I loved the live you did with Bobby Brown. It was so good. The technical difficulties were not an issue. We still all watched and loved it. So thanks for that.
Bobby Brown, she's
an
icon.
Icon.
Oh my God. Okay. So guys, the @shop account, we're really here to tell like brand stories, founder stories. So I'd love to like start there, especially just in honor of this incredible launch. And then we do have a special kind of feature that's part of this live. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom of the screen, but you can actually shop all of the products directly on Instagram during this live stream. So I'll kind of walk people through how to do that later on when we get into like each one of the SKUs. But I love
that information as well. I'm like, okay, tell me what to do, all of it.
I will help with that. No problem. That's what I'm here for. But ladies, tell me like just from the outset, wink, wink, that's a terrible pun. But why did you guys start the Outset in the first place? I'll hand it back over to you.
Okay. Well, this has been, this project has been about 5 years in the making for me. I worked for a lot of luxury brands for, since I was a teenager, and had wonderful experiences with each one and independently of one another. And I think at some point in my, later 20s, I just felt like I don't know, it felt like, and I'm trying to figure out how to put this, but I guess I just wanted to tell my own beauty story. And I didn't want to be a part of someone else's beauty story. And I knew there was definitely something that I was looking for. I saw kind of space on my counter for. I was very interested in starting something that felt like each product was its own hero product, and was about noise reduction. And so I started down the avenue of just like meeting people that were in the beauty industry. And it is actually very welcoming industry, but it's a completely different industry than one that I have. I'm in the entertainment industry, my other job, and it was very eye-opening. And it would have been I think it would have been easier in some ways to just kind of like license my name and go with, I was definitely encouraged to do that because having a startup is crazy and it's really hard. And it's like, it's just, but it felt, as I would go further and further down the road, I just kept coming back to, I really want this to feel organic to myself. And I wasn't able to do that in a larger kind of corporate setting. And so through my friends that were in the industry that I had made, I kind of put the feelers out there, and I met Kate. And Kate and I we met in person like pretty much right before the pandemic started. And we had, I think, like my last lunch before the pandemic started with the cake.
Before everything changed. Yeah.
I keep
before the
asking
whole
people,
world changed.
I feel like that keeps coming up, like, what was your last thing before before the pandemic? So that was meeting Kate. That's lucky.
Yeah.
I think it was literally the day before we went into lockdown. So we were completely, it wasn't like there were murmurs of what was going on, obviously globally, but then as we all experienced simultaneously, it just was this humongous kind of, but actually, and sorry, I'm now blabbing on and on, but I will say,
I'm sick, I look pretty.
Keep it going, keep it going.
But I know, it was really like through meeting Kate, and then all the noise sort of similarly to our line, like this noise reducing theme kept coming up, but it all sort of quieted down, and it was like, okay, she and I both had children at home that we were like homeschooling, and everything was just sort of like what is going on, and we would have these long conversations where we were venting, but then it would all we had a lot of time to kind of brainstorm and dream big and blue sky ideas, and out of that time
came the Outset.
The Outset was born.
But it really started with Scarlett's own beauty routine of this idea of kind of her philosophy is that beauty should be simple, and it should be consistent. It should be every day. So she kind of, in our very first meeting before that last lunch, she kind of shared this vision about a brand that was really, clean but reliable, and something that you could trust and that you could use every day.
Transparent, effective for everyone.
And, it started, based a bit on her experience and her vision. But then the first thing we did is I was like, yeah, I need that in my life too. But then we went and we talked with customers, and we started to interview prestige beauty consumers, and really to understand what their pain points were, to validate if there was a concept there. And so, it's really identifying what are the customer's problems so that we can create a solution. And there was such alignment there, that customers were really less concerned about
resurfacing their skin.
It was more that actually we learned that 96% of consumers were actually generally happy with their skin,
and were interested in preserving the quality of skin that they had, which I had also felt that way, and Kate had felt that way, but then to see that kind of echoed with the consumer was really, it was like all we needed for inspiration. And we really wanted this line to feel again like it was we wanted as many people to use it as possible, so it's clean, it's vegan, it's nut allergy free, it's
cruelty free,
fragrance free, which I love.
Yes, and it's suitable, like clinically tested to be suitable for sensitive skin. And Scarlett has, shared that she's had skin sensitivities in the past. And so when we thought about this concept of it being consciously clean, it's less of this idea about like, oh, there's bad ingredients and things that need to be scary. We took more of this mindful approach of, really trying to eliminate things that could potentially be irritants, and really things that would allow as many people as possible to participate in this brand.
And you can also, there's definitely times where you want to use some crazy mask or peel or whatever other thing got going on, and these products are not going to interfere with any of that stuff.
That's something honestly that's very helpful about this whole line is like, I feel like people downplay the fact that skincare can be very confusing at times, and you're right, like sure, even for the women or men who want to do some resurfacing or whatever it is, it's like you get nervous that you're going to then use the wrong serum that next morning, and then that'll activate something when you go out in the sun, or like things don't always work together in a seamless way. And I think it's very modern as founders to like even recognize that people do use other products and do play around with different treatments and whatnot. So the fact that these just like work so seamlessly with whatever you have going on, whether it's like your normal routine or like some crazy thing that you're testing, I think that that's really nice to know.
Like the cleanser is so gentle that like, honestly, you're never, even if you have like you're peeling or whatever else is going on from something else you use, like it's not going to burn. It's very, very gentle. That was important for us for sure.
There's so many active ingredients that exist out there that we really didn't want to have harsh actives in the brand. And so we always talk about it being kind of that perfect white tea of skincare. You know, it's something that pairs really well with everything else in your wardrobe. You know, so you can use those crazy peels if you want, but you know that there's not going to be any, counteraction that's going to kind of set you off. It's really something that plays well with others.
I love that. That's so, I love the phrasing of that. Okay, wait. So since you didn't want to call this Scarlett Johansson Beauty, how did you come
That name
up
was taken.
with
So.
Well, true. It was, you have the ability to name it that, but how did you come up with the Outset? Like, where did that begin? I know you did talk a little bit about this with Bobby on your live recently. It's like a exhaustive process to even probably start, but I'm sure your fans would be curious to know.
Yeah, it is. So I actually didn't know this going in, that, you know, obviously I think everybody's, you know, you'll start to talk to friends about it and they're like, what about this? What about that? And everybody's got all these great ideas. And you say, I will try, but I guarantee you it's taken. Yeah. And like every single name that you think of is taken, you know, and it was hard because, you know, I really wanted something that was, you know, kind of felt like it had always been there, and had that like sort of, you could, I don't know, we kept coming back to like the beginning, the like essentials, like for every day. And, you know, it was like, we're not going to call it like quotidienne. Like what is the like everyday kind of, and then Kate
trademarking that right now.
and then Kate, quick, get on it. Trademarking. No, but then Kate actually had this, like stroke of genius. I couldn't believe. And I just loved it. It was such a hopeful word. I love that. I love the way that the like lettering is. Like I love the architecture of it. And I don't know. What did you just like see it in a dream or
like thesaurus.com?
Like no, reading the New York Times.
Yeah.
How did you?
No, I mean we had this monster list. So I've named brands and products in my past, and it's challenging. It's really hard. But Scarlett is such a collaborative person. That is like in the DNA of our brand and really how we operate, you know, here in our office as well. And, you know, so we had this like huge list that a couple of us were contributing to, and, you know, but Scarlett's also very, you know, decisive and has a really great gut instinct. And so when she would see someone, she'd be like, no. And we'd do some of them. And then it was like maybe 5 minutes before we were hopping on the phone to review the list. And then I was really like, because we kept talking about these new beginnings. And I was like, what is it from the outset, from the beginning, at the outset.
Yeah, like go back to that.
Yeah. And so we wrote down outset and the outset. And we got on the phone. She was like, no. She's not like that. But she was like, no. And then we got to the outset and she was like, the outset. You know, and so I was like, it's sinking in, and I really liked it. I didn't want to lead the witness, so I was just like, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? You know, I think we could do things with it. And over the weekend, you texted me and you were like, the outset. It was, and with like little pondering face emoji.
It was baking. Yeah, I love the emoji. Yeah. My emoji game is strong.
Very strong.
It just like sounds and looks like a beauty brand. Like it really does. And it's like you just knew that.
It's got some legs. We like it. It's hopeful. It's, you know, the idea from the beginning is that, you know, no matter where you are in your beauty journey, whether you're a novice, whether you're a pro who's looking to reset, but, you know, every day is the chance for a new beginning. And, you know, we hope people will choose to celebrate that new beginning with us from the outset. And so it's really, I think that, you know, that optimism is what we're really trying to imbue with this brand, not only, you know, in our products, but even with our philanthropic causes that we support of fostering new beginnings for people on the planet. It's just, it's optimistic and it feels good.
Yeah, I'd love for you to talk a little bit more about that, actually. I know you mentioned earlier, like the phrase consciously clean. Like, how do you define that? Like, where does that play into the brand ethos?
Yeah.
You know, have been so mindful every step of the way, and like we obviously, you know, always strive for better. But whether it's our, you know, obviously everything that goes into the products, just, you know, how is this going to affect your body? How is it going to affect the planet? Like, what's going down the sink, you know? And then it's like, our packaging, you know, as much as we can do is post-consumer recyclables,
recyclable glass, refillable. We have refillable pouches that are
great.
We try to
later this summer.
We try to not, you know, I'm sure you also get, you know, occasionally you'll get, someone will send you like a package of their, you know, brand goodies or whatever, and I'm always so disappointed by how much like packaging there is, and how much, I was like, I just don't want any more like crap. I don't want to put any more crap out there. So we're just really mindful of, you know, our impact all the way through. You know, we're 1% for the planet. We have partnered with One Tree Planted. So we work with Dress for Success, and, you know, really believe in that kind of upcycling. So it's just about sort of, it's baked into like our DNA.
And from an ingredient perspective too, is, you know, we mentioned all of the, you know, that it's fragrance free and it's nut allergen free and it's gluten free, and you know, we did eliminate 2,700 ingredients of concern. And again, I think like neither Scarlett or I are militant about, you know, pretty much anything, but you know, it's, again, it's kind of this consciously clean idea of, you know, of doing what the customers telling us that they want, less about like, this is a no-no list or this is bad, but again, is really to, you know, eliminate irritants so that as many people as possible can participate in the brand. But we do have an awesome innovation inside every product, which is what we call our Outset complex. And that's a botanical alternative to hyaluronic acid that's inside every product. And so that's a really cool innovation that we're bringing. So while we kept a lot of things out, you know, there's some really great performance elements in it so that the brand can be effective. And, you know, we went with this plant-based version of hyaluronic acid. I mean, because we wanted the brand to be vegan, and sometimes hyaluronics can be sourced, you know, from animal sources. But also we were talking that, you know, the central theme of this line is hydration and moisture, really about feeding skin great nutrients. That's how you're going to preserve it for the future. And when we were talking about, you know, liking hyaluronic acid, but also kind of not, because sometimes, you know, standard or chemical hyaluronic acids can be really sticky, and put it on for a second, it feels good, and then it's like tacky,
gummy,
and it's gummy. And this, like, because of this cassia flower that's behind our Outset, it actually really penetrates the skin's layers and attracts moisture, and it doesn't leave that kind
tackiness,
that tacky feeling. And so people are always like, oh, I feel like it's really sinking into my skin. And it's just such a lovely element to all of these products that we're really proud of.
Okay, so since you guys are talking about that, I feel like we should start getting into the products to even just like show people. And I have everything here so I can kind of play with the formulas. But this technically applies to all of the products in the line, or specifically the moisturizer or the serum, or
in all of the products
and everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into it. Should we start with well, I guess the cleanser is like the step one, right? So here we have it. I'm going to go in and literally pin the product. Right?
I was like that.
Why?
With the hand behind so you can see the product. This is what I've learned.
You're a real beauty influencer now.
Oh yeah, but there, all I get to do is that.
You know why they do it? I think because then it helps the camera focus on like instead of the background, it's like it'll focus on, well, actually it's not working.
It works. It's great. It does work. It works when you do it.
Is it? Okay, so tell us now. Amazing job, Scarlett Johansson, beauty influencer extraordinaire. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
so tell me about the cleanser. So I've been having, I actually literally uncapped the cleanser and have it sitting just like next to my sink, because like the pump just makes it so easy to like use and not even have to deal with the cap. But like, tell me, it feels really, really gentle. It's not stripping. Like, tell me about
it's gentle, but it also removes makeup too, which is, you know, that was something that was important.
Yes. It won't remove. It is gentle. It will not remove like waterproof.
Right. Yeah.
So like, let's not, you know,
Yeah,
pretend it's something that it's not.
You need to go and get a special product for that. Okay?
Yeah.
That's not our department. All right. You
This
got
is
the
gentle
waterproof
every day.
mascara on. You got to get the waterproof mascara remover.
Yes.
Whatever.
This is to clean your face. So yeah, it's so funny that you said that thing about the pump. Why is it so hard to take a cap off? Like if I have products on my thing, especially that I use like twice a day or more, like a cleanser, I just want to pump.
But that's why it's I mean, the pump, I mean, it's good to travel and then you can put this on it, but I just love the pump formula. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I hate squeezing. I also hate, well, that sounds terrible, but brands are going to be like, oh, now I feel bad that I have this other format. But like the mechanism for delivering the product to your hand or your face is honestly very important to me. So I love the pump format. It's just easy.
Yes. Refills for this will be coming in the summer. But this really does serve to purify and soothe and refresh skin. It has micelles in it.
It doesn't feel tight afterward. Like your skin feels soft and like,
so there's just a light amount of lather that you're going to get here. It's not crazy foaming because there's no harsh surfactants that are going to, or sulfates that are going to dry out or sting. It's super gentle and packed with antioxidants and has those micelles that really work like a magnet to draw out impurities.
I also have to say, I feel like, and I know we're entering kind of like this new chapter as we return to normal. It's the outset, if you will. Sorry, we'll just continue using that pun. But I feel like it's been really great. Like I'm not wearing as much makeup as I usually would pre-pandemic. And like, I feel like this has been enough to remove like the concealer or like blush that I'm wearing. And it's just been nice to not have to deal with like a makeup wipe or like some crazy harsh makeup remover. Like it is doing its job. So thank you.
For everyday makeup, if you're not wearing waterproof like eye makeup, then that's what I use. I use that.
Oh, it's saying someone just purchased the item on the live. Guys, you really sold it.
How'd they do it?
We did it. So guys, it's pinned. Yeah. It's pinned on the bottom of the screen right now. You literally can just tap the shopping icon and purchase it right within the app. It's crazy. You're like, where's that?
Yeah, that little. Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so fun. Okay, so that's the cleanser. Yeah. What should we do next?
That's the first step. The second step is our vegan collagen prep serum.
Okay.
I love this serum.
So when we talked about that second step, it was really important. Scarlett said that she did not want like a toner at this stage. It was really more about fortifying the skin to really
like what prepares your skin to receive the moisture, basically.
Right.
Like I don't need another thing to like wipe more stuff off. I want lusciousness.
We're going to rejuvenate the skin and fortify the skin and even the tone as the second step. And so this is packed with really amazing ingredients like the vegan collagen that helps to firm. But we also have things like black quinoa in this product.
Don't eat the product.
Don't eat it. But that, is a superfood with amino acids and packed with vitamins, and that really helps to nourish it. And again, we're feeding the skin with nutrients and good things. Feed it. Don't strip it. Feed it. So this is an essential second step.
It feels really good, and also I was just awkwardly trying to show the texture, like dripping on my hand. But I have to say, what you were saying earlier about the feel of it, like sometimes serums do feel like, I don't know, it's just like sticky or tacky, and this does not have that, which I really appreciate because that makes also applying makeup or something easier too.
And so our line doesn't have any silicones in it, and again, silicone has such a great slip and a texture when you touch it, but then the product's just resting on the surface of your skin. And so this actually seeps into the skin's layers and really to fortify and strengthen that skin barrier.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes when I've used serums, I have that same issue where it has that tackiness. It may be the hyaluronic acid, I don't know. It has that tackiness, and then like you can't use makeup over it.
Yeah, like kind of pills, and then you're like, wait, now I have to wash my face again and use something else, and it's just a weird situation.
Yeah. So we definitely did this whole 3-step system of the layering before we did our makeup when we were testing these products, and there was,
Wait, I have a quick question. So how did this actually work for you guys to be testing this during the pandemic? Like, were you just sending a million boxes to each other? Or you're both based in New York, or?
We had FedEx was our friend.
Yeah.
We used FedEx. Thank you.
You became friends with the FedEx guys.
Yes, totally. And thank God for those people.
Yeah.
We tested on, I guess, whoever was around, like, which was basically nobody. So this was my Colin, your husband tested him out. If I saw one friend, I'd chuck a bottle 6 feet across, let them test it out.
But we were also in the process of, building our team at the time.
Right.
And, we had product developer and somebody on creative, and
they would all test it out. It's just like
everybody had different skin types, skin textures and tones, and so we tried to get as much of a wide swath as possible.
Yeah,
all the things. But I think that was a challenging part of this process, because now that we're here in the office together, we're able as a team to like lay things out and all test it at once, and things move a little bit faster. But it was kind of like we had to coordinate Zooms and get back on the phone, and it's like
it's just harder. It just seems so, especially for beauty, where you like truly do have to like feel and touch and experience a product. Like, I just have been thinking about everyone who's somehow managed to do this in this chaotic time, and I just bow down to you guys.
It was definitely it was different, but again, we were like so focused, like zeroed in on this, that in a way it was kind of, I don't want to say, I mean, it was productive anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just, we took the situation and we just used it to focus, like zero in on getting this right.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. So what's next? What do you want to,
the third step?
Wait.
Beauty influence.
This is our day cream. So it goes after, it's not, I guess it's.
Okay, I'm going to offer
it's sort of a regimen. Oh, there you go. It's not a system. I guess it's a little regimen.
You said it's a system.
Yeah.
It's a regimen. It is a 3-step regimen, to healthy and balanced skin. So not a million steps, just 3 to simplify and elevate your everyday routine. And this is a nourishing squalane daily moisturizer. And it's, again, has our Hyaluronic complex, as does every product. That is the botanical alternative to hyaluronic acid to plump and smooth and moisturize, but also has that squalane in it as well.
It's
very, that moisture
feels very light to me. Like it doesn't, it's, you don't want to have a day cream that, feels like it's like, sometimes that where you use like a too heavy day cream and then it feels like it's like trapping your like sweat all day, like a little flop sweaty. Yeah, this should feel. This should feel like it's, soaks in and it has like a nice kind of dry off. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of your skin all day.
It's clinically proven for 24-hour long-lasting moisturization, which is amazing. And actually, also speaking of clinical, everything is clinically tested and proven for sensitive skin, which is awesome. And with the squalane, it's harvested from olives. So again, it's really nourishing our skin. Also has edelweiss, which is great for antioxidants. And it's a luxurious formula, but is not greasy and just
fragrance.
It feels so good. It truly does feel so good. And I feel like also I know we'll get into the night cream in a second, but it's just like a nice, easy, lightweight, but like effective moisturizer. It's just like simple, which I think, to your point about 3 steps, I think there was a time, I mean, I remember I was a beauty editor in my former life where I was doing like the crazy 10-step skincare routine that, like, no offense to the people who still somehow do that, but it just doesn't feel, I don't know. I feel like I'm just not doing that anymore. And like, it feels very modern and fresh for you guys to just say that it's okay to scale it back and like do what you need to do and move on with your day,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, again, like this could be part of your 10-step routine if you've got other steps that go with it. But I'm similarly to you. I really like, my skin is at its best when I just am minimal with it, and this is inspired by that.
Well, right, because during COVID, I feel like my skin actually did get so much better because I kind of just like stopped doing all the crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like honestly.
Yeah, you
Also,
also stop like looking at your face. So like, that was one thing. Like I didn't, since I wasn't going anywhere and I wasn't obsessing about my, whatever, like how I looked in a times 10,000 magnifying mirror, which, I definitely, my skin sort of was like appreciated that break. And then we were testing out all this stuff. So it's really a bit of blank canvas.
yeah. Also, quickly acknowledging, I know we're running out of time. I also forgot to pin that product. So everyone who missed it, you can shop this product directly on Instagram. We're also getting some questions about shipping. Are you shipping internationally yet, or where are you guys available?
Not yet. We are focused in the US, but what we want to hear from the customers is, where do you want us to go next? So please let us know on Instagram, and hopefully we'll be coming to you soon. But we are evaluating global shipping options, as well as potential next steps.
Cool. Okay, everyone leave in the comments where you want them to ship to. And then super quickly, let's get through the last two products, and then I'll let you go. I know you have a really busy day.
Your husband's
this is the eye cream. I just recently started using eye cream, but my husband actually always used eye cream, so good for him.
Love it.
Got those little twinkly eyes. He was like I was like, well, if you use this eye cream all the time, like, how is this eye cream? So he was actually like the guinea pig for the eye creams. There were some he liked
but we
more
don't
than
test
others.
on animals. We test on colonies.
On colonies,
Yeah,
that's right. I was just like learning how. I'm like, so what do you like? Do you like? You do like? I do like that. Okay, gives you a little bit of doodah. You can also put it on other like fine lines. So you could do right now. My very friend.
I love it.
So it can be
I
used
love that it
for
specifies. I think it's really smart. Like, eye cream in general, I feel like you can use in other places that you just want to focus on. But I love that you specifically call that out, because it's like, you don't need to get some other crazy product. Like, eye cream works for this, and it's vitamin C. It's full of vitamin C, which helps.
I am the kind of person, if I look at a line and there's something that's called eye cream, and then there's something called like neck cream, and then there's another called like wrinkle cream, I just want to like get rid of the whole thing. I'm like, I can't tell. So this is for all.
Yeah, you can use it on your neck. You can use all this on your neck.
Well, this you can also bring down to your neck. So I know we're running out of time. This is our last one. This is the Restorative Niacinamide Night Cream, a shared obsession.
I love. I was using it as like body cream and hand cream, and then I was like, I could make it a hand cream, and then Kate said, no, that's too expensive.
Very so everything, speaking of price, everything is under $55. This is our most expensive item at $54, but it is
worth
so
every drop.
Worth it.
It's delicious.
And it is niacinamide, which really helps to brighten. So this resets, rejuvenates, smooths really while you sleep. And it has bakuchiol, which is a botanical alternative to retinol. So that really helps to, kind of rejuvenate and reset your skin overnight while you sleep. So when you wake up, I mean, it's a luxurious formula, still lightweight and non-comedogenic, suitable for all skin tones and types. But it really, when you wake up, you get this amazing kind of refreshed, feeling of moisture.
Yes.
So again, this whole line is about moisture, feeding skin with great nutrients with our hyaluronic complex. That's that botanical alternative to hyaluronic acid, suitable for all genders, generations, skin types.
I love it.
Look at how much better my one hand looks than my left. I think my one right hand is going to forever be younger than my left hand.
Right, from just testing.
But that's because you're left-handed. So because you're doing it over here.
Interesting.
My left hand is
like this hand is like pretty and moisturized and wrinkle-free. It's been like treated. This hand is tired.
I love it. No, I feel like I'll totally use this even in the winter during the day too, when you just need a little extra oomph. Like I was doing that the other day, and it's been like so great in this cold. But you guys, I know you have to go. I'm getting like pinged on the side, like let them leave. So I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for being with us. Again, as a reminder to everyone, you can buy the Outset directly on Instagram. We have a few more minutes even to shop directly in this live. I can stay on for a second even while we let these lovely ladies go. But Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
It was
everyone
so great
for being with us, and thank you for being with us. And
Thank
I
you,
love
Christy.
this new little thing at the bottom where you just
I know, learning new things. I know. Well, yeah, welcome to Instagram, by the way, Scarlett.
Thanks.
New crazy world for you.
It's very different. It's very different. It's a whole new world.
It's fun. You can see Scarlett at the Outset. So follow us on Instagram at Outset. We're doing a lot of fun things and can't wait to share it with you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys. And thank you all for joining.
Thank
See you later.